Hey partners, friends, subscribers, people praying for us. Love you all so much. Thank you for supporting us any way that you do. I want to share with you this weird kind of backward testimony, probably the strangest thing I've ever experienced while street preaching. I do a lot of street preaching in our neighborhood. I'm probably out there maybe 4 or 5 days a week. I would like to be out there every day, but I'm not sure I'm able to do that yet. But I'm out there a lot and I just share messages, very gospel-centered, and a lot of encouragement and challenge and different things for kind of what the Lord is teaching me at that time or what I feel is applicable to what's going on to the people that I'm speaking to. But anyway, so I preach a lot out on the street, and sometimes weird stuff happens. I feel like lately more weird things have been happening. I feel like Satan's really coming against us, but this was probably the weirdest thing that has ever happened while I was street preaching. I was street preaching and this lady comes up, and I was preaching in this area that particularly has a lot of substance use and things of that nature, and I was preaching over in this area, and this lady comes up, never seen her before. I built relationships with a lot of the guys that are over there. It's almost all men, but this lady comes out, never seen her, and while I'm preaching, she stands next to me and starts to dance and starts to remove her clothes, starts to strip, like in the middle of the street. She's literally like exposing her upper half. And I knew in that moment that Satan was really trying to get me to stop preaching, and a few other things, lesser things have happened that are just working really hard to get me to stop preaching lately when I'm preaching. And I knew that Satan was really coming against the word. So I tried not to stop, and I just grabbed my chair and I moved forward about 25 feet, actually closer to those who were listening. And I just put my chair down and I just kept preaching and just tried to kind of finish my message. And then she came over and got next to me, kind of close to me. And I just kind of extended my hand toward her and just started to pray over her and pray for her. And for her healing and for her freedom. And then she walked away and started to kind of move on. But something really cool that happened was, as she was doing this, and I was preaching to these guys that sometimes I don't really feel like I'm getting through to. And sometimes I feel, I don't know, a little bit discouraged. The Lord has really put a love in my heart for this neighborhood and for these men. And sometimes in myself, I feel like, God, I don't know if my preaching and witnessing is really doing that much good. But those guys stood up for me, and those guys told her to stop and kind of came over toward me and were kind of gonna defend me. And it was meaningful because it showed a relational capital that we had built, and it showed, I also believe that like they have a respect for the word of God, and they do believe that something is happening in that preaching time and they are receiving something. So that's the stripper testimony, crazy thing that happened while I was preaching. Pray for this lady. I wasn't able to get her name, but we're looking for her in the neighborhood. I haven't seen her since then, but we're looking for her. Pray for her, that God would free her from whatever is going on. I think she's got some addiction problems and some oppression problems. Thanks for watching.